Hello there, stylists, and it's Elise here with Team Stella Gems, Star Stylist in Philadelphia. It is Take Charge Tuesday, and I am here with my next Take Charge Tuesday tip. So, after a much crazy, I guess would be the word, eventful and weirdo weekend I've had, our whole family had a little bit of the food poisoning, stomach bug situation going on. And I'm still kind of frustrated because I know it's the soup I made, and I'm just trying to, by process of elimination, figure out what in the soup. It was a spinach, carrot, onion soup with a chicken broth base, and it had ground meat in it. And I literally just bought it from the supermarket and brought it right home and cooked it. But it was the one that was beef, pork, and veal mix because they didn't have any pork left, and I figured it's just ground meat, it's going in my soup, it's not a big deal. Well, then lo and behold, I make that soup, and my youngest, that's 2 years old, woke me up at 2 a.m. in the morning and threw up all over me while I was in bed. Thank God I wasn't laying down. I was kind of upright when it happened. And so we had to strip the bed, we had to clean her, I had to clean myself, I had to steam clean and vacuum the carpet because I got vomit on the carpet. And she spent the entire rest of that night and morning dry heaving. Poor little girl, 2 years old. And then right after that, my husband and my other daughter had a situation in the bathroom going out the other way. And then I ended up having a situation throwing up all weekend, not feeling great, in a total funk. But it totally inspired me to do this tip Tuesday for Take Charge Tuesday. And that is, it is okay to say no to Stella and Dot sometimes. You have to shut off. And I think it's perfect timing that Jessica just did her phone call last week on time management and life coaching and finding your why and listing your top 10 priorities, if that you want to be of importance to you. Because at the end of the day, everybody's busy, right? Everyone is really busy. They may not be busy with the things you choose to be busy with, but their schedule is their schedule. And it is not up to you to tell them to free up their schedule for you. And you also have to decide what you want to do with your time and choose it and own it, like Jessica said in her call last week. So I am reiterating, take time for you. And this is our Take Charge Tuesday. Take time to decide. Make a plan. Make a really cute poster. Let it be a vision board or let it be actual quotes. I know Ebony had made a beautiful printout of like different quotes. I saw her kind of briefly post it on Facebook. And I just think that when we have the vision, we have it in front of us, it's a clear goal, and you can actually take a picture of that same goal poster and keep it on your phone as your home screen or whatever it is, whatever empowers you and motivates you and inspires you. But then know you are choosing what you do with your time. And if you are totally wasting your time, and I'm totally guilty of the same thing, then you need to track for a day what you're actually doing with your time and how you can manage your time better. But I know after I got off that phone call and after listening to Jessica talk about time, I went right into my notes section on my phone, and I posted this in Rockstars group under Cindy Roadhamel. And I wrote my top 10 that I choose for my life. I wrote quality time with family, each person once a week. Exercise for 30 minutes at least 3 to 4 times a week. Read every day for 15 uninterrupted minutes. Do something creative, artsy, crafty 2 times each month, just to kind of feed that crafty side of myself. Dedicate time to my Stella team 2 days a week. Those are the days that I dedicate to coaching calls and just reaching out and following up and touching base with the girls on my team. And majority of the time, we talk a lot on Facebook, but this is actual dedicated time that I like to do via phone or FaceTime or talking. I need to do a girls' night out that is non-Stella Dot related, or a brunch with my girlfriends once a month, and get my nail manicured 2 times each month. And I do that because, my nails are a wreck and they get so messed up and they look so unprofessional if I don't get them done. And 2, it's time for me to quiet down and for me to sit and just shut off. So whatever your list looks like, and I was trying to add to that list, but I think that's really the gist of my list. You just gotta take time for you. Do the things that will make you perform well. And that, I realized I had to shut off this weekend. I literally was like throwing up and feeling crappy and was trying to get it together. I have a list of like 30 some names that I wanted to call over the weekend. It just never happened. And I was really beating myself up over it. But at the same time, they always say, you know, happy wife, happy life. And if mom's not right, the whole house isn't right. And so I wasn't feeling good. And I needed to take care of myself. I needed to just get off the grid, shut down, and just get better. And sometimes that's all you need to do. You just need to shut off. You just need to just let go. Recharge yourself, make a plan. And I was able to like make my plan and write my list and get my things ready for today so that I could be better and amped up and ready to go. And making this video is only reinforcing my message to myself, to hold myself accountable, and to also let you ladies know that we have the same amount of time as everybody else each day. And what we choose to do with that time is our own. And so we can't blame anyone else but ourselves. And yes, we have families to run, and yes, we go to work full time, some of us, and you know, we do the things that we do, but nobody is to blame or to be held accountable, so to say, but you. And so could you have not watched Big Bang Theory rerun last night? Could you have not tried to catch up on Scandal or whatever it is? Yes. So I always say, if you have DVR it. Do the things you need to do, and then treat yourself and reward yourself with watching like 2 whole hours of it, if that's what it is. Whatever it is, reward yourself. But I literally have a jar that I have like different prizes for myself that I put in, and different colors on sticky notes. Maybe I'll have to do a video about that. And when I've done something, I've rewarded myself, I've done what I need to do on my to-do list, I go in there and I just pick something out and I reward myself with it. I used to have a visual, but then now I like the ultimate of surprise of not knowing what exactly I was going to reward myself with. So I like that idea. And then the other thing, I had a coaching call with a lovely gal from, I think she's from Colorado, Brooke, and I forget, is it Deschler or Dreschler? We spoke yesterday on a coaching call, and I was telling her about this idea that I have. And what I have is, I took a Sharpie and I wrote, I will not win. You can see it, the lighting in my office today is like weird. I will not win immediately, but definitely. I saw that on a quote in Pinterest, and I just was like, I really liked it, so I wrote it down. And I used to do M&Ms, but that was getting like, I was leaving stale candy everywhere, so it's like not a good idea. So this is empty right now because I'm changing my container. But what I used to do is I used to put, for every no, I would put a penny. And then for every yes, I would put a nickel until it got to the top. And then I would dump it out to see how many pennies versus how many nickels. And it's always a lot of pennies and a lot less nickels. But it just puts it in perspective visually that you're working hard to do what you need to do. I believe I got this idea from Beth Pensabine. Correct me if I'm wrong. I remember her talking about it on a coaching call or on a Top Tip Tuesday call, like tips from the Top Tuesday. And I loved it so much that I did do it, but I did it with M&Ms. I did like red and green M&Ms, and then I would eat the yeses. But no, because it was a lot of stale candy. So, but I'm just letting you know that we have to take time for ourselves to shut off, and we have to take time to choose, and we have to own what we choose, because the president runs the whole world. He's busy, and he still has to take time off. So at the end of the day, I'm not saying anybody's job is important than someone else's job, but we all have something important to do, and we are all busy. And in a day, there's 24 hours in a day, and there's 56 hours in a week. So there's 8-hour workday if you count 9 to 5, and then there's 8 hours supposedly that we sleep. So that still leaves us with another 8 hours. What do you do? You have 56 extra hours a week that, what are you doing? So we have to really think about our time management and what we're allocating our time to. So that's my tip for Take Charge Tuesday. I hope it's helpful for you. I hope it makes sense. And I can't wait to hear how everyone's doing this week. Take charge. It's the last week. Our BYL is next week, and I'm excited. It'll be the end of the month. But I'm really hoping to energize and get with it and get ready to move. Happy Tuesday.